What's going on, y'all? I finally find myself in a position where I have time to do this and where I have the will to do this. Today I'm gonna be doing a 24-hour readathon. I just finished my trilogy a couple days ago, and like, how do I reward myself? Oh, I'm gonna like torture myself. I'm gonna suffer. Yay, I finished my trilogy. Time to fucking make my life miserable. But honestly, I love to read, so 24 hours reading just sounds fun to me. Yes, it sounds challenging because 24 hours is a long time to read. I get tired after like 4 hours of reading because you're just moving your eyes. It just like, it takes a little bit of brain power and it fatigues you, it does. But like, I love to read so much, and I think 24 hours would be fun, and it would be kind of a challenge for me, and I would get a lot read to make room for all the books I want to read. So I think this will be fun. Before I start the readathon, I want to lay down a few ground rules because everyone does their readathons differently, and I just wrote down what works best for me. I want to succeed, and I don't want to make this impossible for myself. So number one, I am allowed to sleep. I'm not gonna get a full night's sleep. I'm not gonna like get tired and be like, I'm going to sleep, goodbye. No. I'm gonna try to do this with as little sleep as possible. Going to sleep wasn't in my original plan, but the only reason why I am allowing myself to sleep is because reading will make me fall asleep. Like, I can be watching TikTok on my phone no matter how tired I am, I'm not gonna fall asleep. But reading, even if I'm a little bit tired, I will like wake up and I'll be like, oh my god, I fucking fell asleep. Reading will put me to sleep. I think it's just the movement of your eyes. Like, it just makes me go to sleep if I'm tired. That's why I told myself I am allowed to sleep, but I'm gonna sleep as little as possible just so I can get the most reading in. Rule number two, audiobooks are allowed. I like to walk. I might have to, something might come up and I might have to do something like the dishes, or I might have to fucking clean. You know, just like tasks where I can't be holding a book in front of my face and reading. I am currently listening to The Jungle right now. That audiobook is allowed for like if I'm doing something. I know some people don't count audiobooks as reading, and personally, I feel like you're a reader if you listen to audiobooks, but like, you're not reading. That whole discourse is so stupid to me because like, yes, you are consuming a story. You're consuming the same story that everyone who physically reads the book is consuming. You get the same story, you get the same knowledge, the same information, you're just not physically reading. That's the only difference. Audiobooks are allowed. And then this one isn't really a rule, it's just like kind of a game plan. Something I've noticed about myself is I will get so tired after like 100 pages of a book. If I want to read more than 100 pages in a day, I have to like split it up. I have plenty of times read more than 100 pages a day all at once. Like, for example, Grey of Empire, I finished that book because I sat down, read 250 pages in one sitting, no problem. I was just really motivated with that book because it was a good book. So I know I'm capable of it. When I was reading The Way of Kings like 2 years ago, I read like half of that book in one night. Like, I binged the fuck out of the second half of that book. And what I noticed is that moving around helped me to not get mentally exhausted with it. So say after 100 pages, if I start to feel myself getting tired, I'm gonna move location in order to keep reading. That's just to avoid that like fatigue I get and how I'm like, oh my god, I can't even pay attention to this book because like I'm tired. Finally, let's get into the TBR for this video. Number one is Demons by Dostoevsky. I already started this book. I'm about 100 pages into it. I don't know how long this book will take me to finish, but the goal is to, for sure, finish this book in the readathon. It's really good so far. I just need to get deeper into it. Y'all know how Dostoevsky is. It takes him a while to tell a story. Another reason why this book is a good choice for this is because Dostoevsky for me is really bingeable. Like, I don't know why his writing has always been super bingeable for me. I read like a third of Crime and Punishment in one day. I binged that book too. Dostoevsky's really easy for me to binge, so that's why Demons is a good candidate for this reading challenge, and I already started it. The next book I'm gonna read is purely placed on the TBR for strategy. To make myself feel motivated, I put Letters to a Young Poet on my TBR for this video because Letters to a Young Poet is a short book. And I want to feel achieved because I know this is going to take a while because it's such a long book. So after it, I want to feel like I want to keep riding that high and finish a short book quickly. So Letters to a Young Poet is kind of just like a palate cleanser, something to read in between Demons. And then the next book, Steel Gods, which is the second book in The Great Silence. If you watched my reading my physical TBR before I moved video, you would know that I read the first book and I was so excited to get into the second book. Well, I bought the second book on my birthday because I knew I wanted to read it this summer, and I am so excited to get into this. The first book was such a good first book that I'm like, I need to know everything that happens in this series, and the second book came out and I bought it for my birthday. I'm just so excited. This one will be fun. I think that might be all I read in the readathon because I'm also allowing myself to eat. I'm also allowing myself to interact with my sister when she comes home from work for not a lot of time, but like when someone comes home from work, it's kind of like custom to be like, hey, how was work? You know, like I'm allowing myself to make myself food. Like that kind of goes in with eating. Like I'll of course read while I'm eating, but like if I want to make myself food, I'm gonna let myself make food and I'll listen to an audiobook while I do it, stuff like that. And I'll be recording updates and stuff in the 24 hours, plus the sleep. Like I think this might be all I'll be able to finish in that time. But if not, I have Oathbringer, which is the third book in Stormlight Archive. I've been avoiding this book just because the size of it intimidates me, but Words of Radiance was really good. Both Catalan, am I stupid? Where Words of Radiance ended, I was like, what the fuck, guys? Like, how dare you do this to me? Because now I need to like read the third book now. Well, it's been about a year. It's been a little bit less than a year, but it's been about a year since I read Words of Radiance, so I need to get into Oathbringer before I forget everything. But honestly, with the Stormlight Archive, I don't ever forget anything because I love the characters so much and I care so much about each of their stories. I don't care. Oh my god, look at that art. I never even noticed that art in here. I never even noticed that. Yes, that's a 24-hour readathon, so literally I'm gonna turn off my phone now and start reading. Like, I'm recording on my phone, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. It's 2:21, we are starting. So this readathon will end tomorrow at 2:21 p.m. Hey! Hey! Be nice. If you hear thunder or any weird sounds, it's because it's raining right now and it's Florida, so it's very loud and very obnoxious rain. Anyway, it's been about 3 hours and I've read about 130 pages. 100 pages usually takes me about 2 hours, sometimes less, but it's the fact that these pages are full of words and the chapters are very long, so it's like full pages of words for like 50-page stretches, you know? So it's like a lot of words that I'm reading. And so I've only read 130 pages of Demons since I've started the marathon 3 hours ago. I also had to text my dad about some money stuff. I don't know, but that also took up some time. And I cracked a monster. At the beginning, I was like falling asleep for some reason. I got a good night's rest in preparation for this readathon. Like I made sure to sleep last night, or I made sure to sleep, not last night, but I did make sure to sleep, and I was like fucking dozing off like the first hour for some reason. But you know, I cracked a monster and that seemed to help. I'm excited for Letters to a Young Poet because my friend told me that book was really good. So I'm excited to finish Demons and just get into that, but I still have a long ways to go in Demons. This is a 24-hour readathon. I'm gonna be able to finish this book no matter what. I am currently on part 2 now of Demons. I just finished part 1. Part 2 is the longest, but it doesn't even matter because like I said, I'm gonna finish this book. I knew this book was gonna take a while because of the way it's set up, because of how small the words are, and because of how long it is. I'm determined. We're 3 hours in and I'm still feeling great about this, so I'm just gonna keep reading, I guess. I am going to make myself a sandwich and listen to the jungle as I do that. Let's make me a fucking sandwich. I just threw that shit together, but it's gas. Sidetracked because my roommate, who I'm gonna be living with in college, reached out to me and we've been texting back and forth, but between texts I've been reading, I'm still less than halfway and it's like 9 p.m. right now. So I'm not making progress at all, but it's fine. It's literally fine. I'm just having fun doing a little readathon. I don't need to meet my goals, okay? Meeting goals is bullshit anyway. I'm still doing the readathon because I'm reading in between texts, but that is happening. That is a thing that's happening. I might just try to ditch sleeping as a whole. I don't know. Okay, I've been making progress. It's only been an hour, first of all, since my last little check-in. I've made some progress because like conversation ended with my roommate, so like I've had more time to read. I'm so excited for college. So that's fun. I'm actually terrified for college. I'm actually so scared. Don't even speak to me. I'm scared. I'm feeling it. Like there have been, I think I've thought about it twice, just being like, should I stop and try this some other time because I'm not making progress? I feel like I'm at a standstill, and I don't know if it's because I'm reading a thick book that's making it look like I'm not making any progress, but I've only read 250 pages since I started this challenge at 2:20, and it's 10:20, about a little less than 10:20. So that's like 8 hours, and I've read 250 pages. Like that makes no sense. How does that add up? Because of course I've taken little breaks to like talk to people on my phone, like short texting breaks, like just to keep in touch with people. I'm not gonna go off the grid for 24 hours. And then I had to try to figure out this shit about my bank, which that wasn't that much. I've been recording updates, but that wasn't that much. I also listened to those 2 chapters of The Jungle. So that takes about, I wouldn't say an hour, I'd say about maybe 40 minutes was those 2 chapters of The Jungle, because I was like making food. So that's only about 40 minutes. I don't know why 8 hours, I've only read 250 pages. I don't know why. In my head, that's about 5 hours. I'm not helping by recording this update, but I feel the need to. The whole reason why I'm doing this, 1, is because I like to read, and 2, because I'm making a video. I have thought about like, should I just stop and do this another time? But it's like, I don't want to do it another time. I'm already this far. I've already been reading for 8 hours. Might as well continue, so I'm gonna continue. Updates. I am a little less than 12 hours into this fun stuff, and I have read 380 pages. I'm now over halfway through Demons, so that's good, but it's crazy that this took me almost 12 hours. The most of it is just because like my phone has been dry all week, but for some reason today was the day that everyone wanted to speak to me or had to speak to me, and it is because I care about these people that I replied and that I was having conversations with them. My dad texted me, my sister texted me, of course my girlfriend texted me because we're long distance, and I'm always talking to my best friend, which is also long distance. I have lots of people reaching out to me today for some reason, and lots of conversations to be had. Did I say my roommate? My roommate also texted me, and I had a conversation with my roommate. And like I said, it's because I care about these people that I didn't just blow them off until the readathon was over. This book is split up into 3 parts after part 2. So part 3 starts on page 509, and I'm currently on page 481. So I can literally finish part 2, and my plan is, because I want to at least finish 1 book in this video, because I think I'm gonna finish this book, but God, with the pace I'm going at, maybe not. After I finish part 2 and reach part 3 of this book, I'm gonna actually switch books and start reading Letters to a Young Poet and read it until I finish it, and then after that I will return to Demons and read the last part of the book. So that's my plan for now. I just wanted to give the 12-hour update. I'm gonna get to the end of part 2 now, and then I'll switch books. Okay, y'all, according to my plan, since I made it to part 3 of Demons, I'm going to read and finish Letters to a Young Poet. So I will be back with either an update or when I finish this book. Okay, y'all, it is 5 a.m. and I just finished Letters from a Young Poet. I like this a lot. I feel like I read it at such a perfect time in my life because, like, even though this advice wasn't for me, I felt like it was. Like, I just felt like I was talking to a fellow creative about being creative and that being your whole life. Like, it's not just something you do. I say this at least once a week. Being creative and creating things, writing especially, is not a hobby for me. Like, I live by that. Like, this shit is real to me. This is my life. And these just kind of capture that feeling of like it's all you think about. You base your entire world around what you do and you try to make decisions based upon that. What I found especially strong in this is that this is published along with a like second essay, I guess you could call it. Hold on. Let me be so for real right now. The Letter from the Young Worker. That honestly was my favorite part about this whole book. I know it wasn't the letters itself, but it was so strong. The style of writing that I find myself drawn to is meandering, not entirely making sense, just jumping from topic to topic, frantic writing, just writing in its purest form. I'm super drawn to stuff like that. That's why I'm such a big fan of Catherine Lacey, because I feel like her writing style is no thought, just write. I love that shit. It reads so beautifully because you don't really talk like how you think, you know? You don't say everything that you're thinking, but stuff like that, you say everything you're thinking. But when it's written in such a way that it's clearly been edited, it's clearly been articulated, it just makes for something so like purely human that I love so much. And then a letter I found specifically good in this was the one where he was talking about grief. That was crazy. I was like, oh my God. I don't know when I'm gonna get tired. It's 5 a.m. and I'm not tired, so I'm gonna keep reading, but at least I did finish one book, so we're gonna keep reading and I will come back if anything changes. A little update, and this literally came out of nowhere, and you guys are gonna be mad at me. My sister wants to hang out and I don't see my sister a lot, so I would much rather hang out with my sister than read. I still have 6 hours and 30 minutes left at the readathon. It's currently like almost 8 a.m. I have 6.5 hours left and I am like 200 pages from finishing Demons. I know that this is cheating and I didn't establish any sort of rule like this at the beginning, but I've seen other people do this with their 24-hour readathon, so I feel okay doing it. I'm just gonna pause it until I can read again, and the remaining 6 hours and 30 minutes that I have to do, I'll just do all at once. Like, it'll still be a marathon because I'll do the 6 hours and 30 minutes all at once. I'm just gonna do the pause for now until I can get back to it. I don't know when that will be. Could be today, could be tomorrow. I'm still determined to do this because I've been wanting to do a 24-hour readathon literally for years. So like, this is all I have left of Demons though. So that won't take 6 hours and 30 minutes at all. So I will definitely be able to start Steel Gods whenever I get back to this. I'm so sorry. And I know that this is gonna piss some people off, but it's whatever, it's fine. Okay, so it's 10 p.m. now, or about to be 10 p.m. By the time I'm done recording this, it should be around 10 p.m. My sister just went home an hour and a half after I recorded the last clip. My sister and I took a nap because we had both stayed up all night. We took a nap until 5 p.m. and then we went door dashing just to make a little extra buck. We got Jimmy John's, came back here, ate, and then she went home. So I am rested and I'm gonna continue the 24-hour readathon. I know people are gonna be pissed that I did that I paused it, but like, I care about my family. I'm gonna finish Demons, and then instead of jumping right into Steel Gods, I'm gonna go down to the gym and I'm gonna walk a little bit listening to The Jungle. And then when I come back up, if I still have time in the 6 hours, then I'm going to, wait, when will this be over? If it's 10 p.m. and I have 6 hours and 30 minutes left, I should be done with this at like 4:30 a.m. If my calculations are correct, I'll be done with the readathon at 4:30 a.m. So I will certainly have time after I come up from the gym. I like to go down there at like 3 a.m. because there are only 2 treadmills and it's a small little like workout center attached to the apartment building. So it's like people are always down there, and y'all know how people are with treadmills. Like, people will fight to the death for the treadmills, especially if there's only 2 of them. So I like to go down there in the middle of the night when no one's down there so I can have a full, I like to walk for 40 minutes. I might do an hour though because I just want to listen to my audiobook and try to like get through as much as I can of it because I know I'm not gonna finish it, but I'm gonna listen to as much as I can. So I'll be up back here at like 4. I might be able to start Steel Gods before I go down to the gym and then read a little bit of it when I come back from the gym, but I might not be able to finish Steel Gods. The readathon will be over at 4:30 a.m. tonight. I'll be back with an update when I finish Demons. I think I've gotten sick since my last clip. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 1:30? Okay, I just finished Demons and it's 1:30. The last like 100 pages of this book like took the life out of me because I have such a bad headache. I didn't even think about headaches. I have a bad headache right now. Ugh, I am dying bad. So I don't know what I'm gonna do because I still have like an hour and a half until I'm gonna go to the gym. So I'm like hoping this headache is gonna go away. I took an ibuprofen, but like, dude, I feel like shit. I was trying so hard not to put this book down because I really did want to finish it. And the last like couple hundred pages of this book were also really strong, and it was a payoff for all this bullshit, and it just felt so good to like know what happened, just kind of see everything play out that has been building up the entire book. Fuck, I don't even know what to say. I had so much in my head planned out of what to say, and now I'm like blanking. This is like 750 pages of following just like a big cast of characters, revolutionary manuscripts, underground societies, who are the authors of said revolutionary manuscripts. It's big on politics. Like, this is like a politically driven novel. I can understand and grasp motives, characters. I think a novel like this was really important for me to read, especially as someone who enjoys Russian literature. This kind of filled in the blanks for me with that type of stuff. The one thing I'll say about it is that I'm like, why is the narrator a narrator? Why don't just write this in third person? Is there a reason for that? Because I feel like this book could have been third person completely. Because like the narrator, he's there. And like he does stuff for sure. And he has like his own things going on. But it's like he's so removed from like the main shit that I'm like, why is he there? I'm gonna have people in my comments being like, you didn't understand the book. I understood the book. I'm just like, why wasn't it in third person? I don't know how publishing was when this was written, but fuck, I have so much to say, and I had a bunch of stuff that I was feeling while I was reading this book, but it slipped my mind because I have such a bad headache right now. I gave this 3.5 stars. I really liked it, and I would recommend it, but first I would read stuff like his like typical stuff, like of course Crime and Punishment. And I feel like I read this at the right time too, because if I would have started with this, I wouldn't have even known what the fuck is going on. Russian literature is fun though. I love Russian literature because it's so witty. There's just a certain style that you don't get anywhere but Russian literature. Yes, I have a headache. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I really don't want to read. I don't want to pick up Steel Gods and read right now because I'm in so much pain. So maybe I'll just like journal, because I have my reading journal and I haven't logged Letters to a Young Poet, nor have I logged Demons yet. So I might just like log in my reading journal. Hopefully by that time the ibuprofen would have kicked in, but I took that ibuprofen low-key forever ago, so I don't know why it hasn't kicked in. Ouch. Youch. It hurts. It hurts bad. My fucking stomach hurts. Ugh. So I'm just gonna log my shit. I'll be back. So I was just gonna suck it up and start Steel Gods because do it for the video. Like, dude, look at the size of this fucking font. There's no way I'm doing this with a headache. You're insane. You're mad. The smaller than the font in Demons. Like, are you crazy? Why doesn't it look that small on camera? I swear to God, when I opened this shit, I was like, are you kidding? It's tiny. Why is it so small? Fuck. So you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna fucking turn off the lights, sit in that bed, put my AirPods in and listen to The Jungle until 3. I might just do that until my headache goes away completely. And then, trust. Still in the dark. But my headache, oh my God, the light is in my face. But I feel like my headache has gone away enough to start Steel Gods. I'm gonna go to the gym in like 30 minutes, so I'm not even gonna be reading it for that long. I'll listen to more of The Jungle in the gym. I'll listen to more of The Jungle in the gym. But yeah, I'm gonna start Steel Gods right now. My head still kind of hurts, but I'm just like, I only have like 2 hours left of this, so it's like might as well just like go balls to the wall. It's like fine. Okay, y'all, I just got done and I'm walking back up right now. It's like 3:45. I have quite some time to read Steel Gods before 4:30, before this is all over. So it's white. It's a white moth. Hello. He's white. Or she. Okay, bitches. I just got back from the gym. I listened to The Jungle while I was down there, like I said. Oh, go for real right now. Hello. And now I'm gonna continue reading Steel Gods. Like I said though, the font on these pages, it is outrageous. It's outrageous. I don't think I've ever seen a book with such small font in my life, ever. In my entire life. So we'll see how much I can get done. The readathon's over Okay, hello. The readathon is over in less than an hour. I reckon I will be able to read like 15 pages. It's pages, and I'm still fucking doing this readathon. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna be back once the readathon is over. Final stretch. Friends, we've done it. Oh my god, we did it. It's 4:30, or it's past 4:30 at this point. The way I'm checking the time on my Kindle, this is what happens when you record everything on your phone, okay? It's actually 4:32. I just finished the fucking readathon. Let's discuss. I am now at 24% of the way through the jungle. I was like right at the beginning when this challenge first started. I'm 24% into the jungle. I read the entirety of Demons. I don't like that I wasn't able to talk about this book the way I wanted to because my head hurt so bad. So I did remember what I wanted to say. I don't think I would have liked this book as much as I did if I hadn't read it all at once, I think. Because it was very complex. The crime, the conspiracy, like all of it was very complex. And I feel like had I even put it down for like a day, I would have like been lost. So it's good that I read this all at once because it really threw me into the story and allowed me to like grasp everything. I had clear images of the characters in my head. So everyone was like, a really important part of this book was the characters. Like, you needed to know who was being talked about, who was doing what, who was conspiring with who, especially at the end. Oh, the ending of this book was good. So Demons was really good. So we read the entirety of Demons. So 750 pages. And then we also read Letters to a Young Poet, which was 100 pages. And that book was so good. Like, I love reading books like that as an artist because I feel spoken to. I feel understood. And Letters to a Young Poet was also... Sorry. Letters to a Young Poet was also the first book I finished in this readathon. And I also started Steel Gods, and I got only 40 pages into it, but honestly, with how long Demons took for some reason, and with all the shit that like got thrown in my way pretty much with the readathon, like I'm actually surprised I even got to Steel Gods. So I feel achieved having read 40 pages of it. I will say I'm so fucking like already I'm only 40 pages in. This might be a 5-star. Deadass. Like, and this might end up being one of my favorite series of all fucking time. Like, I love Peter specifically. Nothing better happened to Peter because too much has already happened to Peter. I'm like, do not do anything else to him. Let him live. Let him live. Let him live. Because I love him. I just feel so bad for him. I feel so connected to him. I'm like, you're literally me, but like also not, because like I've never been through this, but like his like weird, like, I don't know. He's so me. I love you, Peter. And I just like, ugh. I literally love this book so much. 5-star prediction. I'm calling it now. Steel Gods is gonna be 5 stars. I knew I was gonna like this series because the first book was so good, but like I'm already just like, favorite series, question mark? Like I can't. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. Don't even talk to me. This is why I love fantasy. I love fantasy series specifically. Fantasy books will make you feel some type of way that no other type of book will give you. Because it's like, these people are my family. No, but deadass, I'm not kidding. 24-hour readathon, man. I did it. I might retry this. I don't even know when. But I want to retry one where it's like 24 hours all in one. But like, I thought I was going to be able to do that with this one because I thought I was going to have 24 hours of open time where no one was going to be bothering me and that it was just going to be like I would be able to do it. Right now was also a perfect time because I'm not working on a writing project because I finished my trilogy. I'm about to start one now that the readathon is over. Or not start one, but I'm about to continue one now that the readathon is over. But like, this was like the perfect time for me. So I don't know when I'd ever reattempt it to try to get all the 24 hours at once, but I do want to try because I do feel like I cheated. I can't stop looking at it. Guys, 40 pages, by the way. 40 pages. Okay, I'm gonna end the video now. I feel like I'm being fucking stupid. Like, I feel like I'm being... So I'm gonna go. Love. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all.